And welcome to another episode of Gaming Geeks Live. And in today's episode, we're going to talk about.
Our top 5 funny guys in movies and television. Stay tuned.
And like I said, when Alex does the music, we're gonna give it more of a geeky, techno, nerdy sound, though. You know, well, because we're nerds.
Do you know any geeks?
What, like in Rounders,
What
if you can't spot the sucker at the table in 30 minutes, you are the sucker.
I've never spotted them at the table. So
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's not good, man. I am your host, Matt,
and I'm right.
and we are geeks.
Yes.
Yeah, and Rick and I, will probably maybe see eye to eye on some of these. I don't know. I think that we'll agree that each of our own picks are probably funny people. But yeah, I mean, we're not that different. I mean, you know what I mean, as far as overall the way we think.
Yeah, I mean, I think you kind of fall in love with certain people, and love's not the right word. But, you know.
Well, but it is.
Yeah. So should we start with?
I get stuck on certain things, and I dig in like a tick, dude.
Yeah. I'm kind of a like. I say recency bias a lot. It's like just whatever pops in my
Yeah,
head.
anytime we're talking NFL, everything's freaking Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Well, as it should be. Yeah. So should
No,
we?
you're the one that called yourself a homer. But yeah, we can start with movies, and you can go at. We always start at number 5. We don't need to tell you these. But and guys, follow along with us and tell us what you think and where your favorite funny people. We're gonna start with. I think you said movies, right?
In movies.
Yeah. So let us know your top 5 favorite funny movie people of all time. But what do you got, man?
Well, I have 3 honorable mentions.
Okay.
People that I know are good, and I've watched some of their movies, but they're not exactly my favorites. Well,
Yeah.
actually, that's bad because one of them, or a couple of them, I do like. But and they might fall on your list. But I'm gonna say Will Ferrell,
He didn't even make my list, and I
Yeah.
love him.
Ryan Reynolds.
I love Ryan Reynolds.
I mean, the Daredevil, or not Daredevil,
Deadpool.
Deadpool.
Dude, everything he's on my list, by
he
the way.
makes I laugh through those movies.
He's on my list.
And Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
I mean,
yes.
He's
yes.
got an overall work that not all of it is comedy, but he's my honorable mentions. Do you have any honorables?
I do. John Candy is an honorable mention. He didn't make my list, but I loved him. I loved Steve Martin. I absolutely loved Chevy Chase, and then I loved the Belushi brothers, John and James. So
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I love the movie K-9. Have you ever seen K-9 with James Belushi, where he gets a German Shepherd?
Yeah.
Oh God, it's such a funny movie. But yeah, honorable mentions.
Oh, and one more honorable mention.
Yeah.
And I can't.
Well, we're leaving off a lot, dude.
You can't go without this guy, Dick Van Dyke.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, he's.
Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, good call, man. Good call. I mean, I hate to say it, but all roofie drinks aside, Bill Cosby was hilarious.
But he's television more.
Well, he was more
I mean,
television.
he was in like
yeah.
the airplane.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Who's your number 5?
my number 5 are the Marx Brothers. I remember watching them when I was young, and I know that's not a comedian, but as a group, they're pretty classic. And I have a couple classic comedy people. One of them's not a very good person, but anyway, Marx Brothers would be my number 5.
Nice. I get that. I feel that one. My number 5 is Eddie Murphy. I mean, dude.
Got a banana in the tailpipe.
You're not gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe? Yo, you should sound more natural. Look, man, I ain't falling for no banana in my tailpipe. Dude. Yeah, Eddie Murphy was
That's
to
a good
me.
one.
Yeah, he was my man. He had me cracking up as a kid. Trading
yeah.
Places too. Don't forget that.
Oh gosh, yeah.
But who's your number 4?
You couldn't forget Jamie Lee Curtis in that.
Oh, hang on.
Anyway.
Flashback.
Because we were young.
That was a hot flashback.
we were young, so
Yeah, I mean, our eyes were wide open.
well. This next one, my number 4, I put him in here, and I went back and forth because he's not a good human being. And, you know, that's debatable too. But Charlie Chaplin,
Okay.
you know, what he did in the time he did it. You know, he really was one of the starters of just
Yeah.
comedy and movies.
But you're right, though. I mean, you don't have to necessarily look at him. You know, like it's like people don't want to put O.J. Simpson in their top running backs of like top 10 because of what he did off the field. This is accomplishments in your craft, not what you did personally. So I don't care about personal lives. I don't look at celebrities that way. I don't care.
That's why I didn't want to put favorites, because he's not my
Yeah.
favorite, but I respect the work he did as a comedy and movie.
And he didn't make my list, but another massive honorable mention. I don't know if you made yours. Jim Carrey. I just completely spaced Jim Carrey.
Oh,
But he's not on my list because of obvious reasons. So,
okay.
I gotta go. My next one is Richard Pryor. Dude,
I forgot about him. That
Dude,
part.
I have Mandy watching snippets of Stir Crazy all the time, and she's cracking up when, dude,
Oh,
when he's in prison and he's so scared, and the guy goes, "You're a short son of a bitch," and he's like, "I'm a short son of a bitch." He goes, "I'm short. My brother's my dad's short. My brother's so short we didn't even see him."
that reminds me of a couple, Steve Martin.
Yeah, which
Martin-
I did say him.
Martin Short. Oh, you did?
And Gene Wilder's not on my list.
Oh,
Oh my God, this is hard, man.
Blazing Saddles. was hilarious.
I gotta watch. We're gonna have to buy Stir Crazy. Mandy loves Stir Crazy with Grossberger.
Yeah, we missed a lot, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
All right, who do you got?
for number 3,
Mm-hmm.
Mike Myers.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Honestly, it's not mine.
yeah, with the, you know, with the, with the kids, I always watched Shrek, and you know, with Eddie Murphy too on that one.
Well,
And then, and, you
Wayne's
know,
Worlds were great movies.
yes,
I mean, and then, you know, Austin Powers. I mean,
get in my belly.
he showed such versatility in the Austin Powers. It was
Yeah.
ridiculous. From going from Dr. Evil to, yeah, baby.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Into that bastard.
Mm-hmm. And other roles. I mean, he just did so many. He did Goldmember.
Yeah.
He did all of them, man. That's a good one, man. My number 3 is who we saw in person in 2019, and we laughed so hard. Me and Mandy. Adam Sandler is always going to be. He's always on my list, man. I love The Sandman. His movies, they can have similar premises, but the outcome always have you feeling good at the end. You know.
He brings all his buddies in for cameos on all his movies.
Yes. So he's always keeping their careers going too.
Billy Madison.
Yeah, I mean, and we just watched Mandy for the first time. Watched Just Go With It with him and Jennifer Aniston, where he's a plastic surgeon. Oh, God, that is hysterical. So Sandler brings a warm type of feeling to his comedy, even if sometimes it can have some vulgarity. It doesn't matter because it's always in a warm place. And his chemistry with Drew Barrymore is undeniable.
Nice.
He's did 3 movies with her, so yeah.
Yep. Very good.
Yep.
My number 2 is Jim Carrey.
Okay.
You forgot about him, but I
I'm glad you got him. I'm glad you.
Because,
I love Jim Carrey.
I mean, The Mask was good.
Mm-hmm.
With Cameron, that was when Cameron Diaz. And
Dumb and Dumber.
but you know, the one scene that I always remember with Jim Carrey, I just rolling on the floor, is when he pops out the back of that rhino. Or is it a rhino?
Yes. Yeah, in Ace Ventura 2, the second one. Yeah.
And that family's just looking at him like this fake rhino just had a baby.
I like when they keep spitting on each other and they go, it's a sign of affection. And they keep spitting on Jim Carrey. He's like, well, aren't I the popular one? And then he hawks that massive loogie.
Or when he goes behind what's her name and fight because she's really a guy.
Oh my God. Finkel and Einhorn. Einhorn and Finkel. And then the gun, I'm looking for Ray Finkel. And a clean pair of shorts.
Or the plunger even.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You have any more of that gum, Ace? That's none of your damn business, Dan, and I'll thank you to stay out of my personal life. Dude, he was a master.
Yes.
Yeah, good pick. I love him. But my number 2 for this very reason is he's the only guy that made me laugh as hard as the number one pick on my list. And that's Ryan Reynolds. And the reason Ryan Reynolds is number 2 on my list is because I've never seen such a bigger smartass with such a quick-witted comeback to everything you have. The guy is just naturally quick-witted.
Even Chandler?
Well, no, that's TV.
Yeah, okay.
But, I mean, I see what you're saying. But, oh, yeah, no. When we get to TV, he's on my list. But Ryan Reynolds, I mean, some of the crap he comes up with is just off the charts. Like in Blade 3, he's telling Blade, he goes, well, we call ourselves the Night Stalkers. He goes, Night Stalkers. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. He goes, well, we were going to take the Care Bears name, but it was taken. You know, just things like just his one-liners is just, Ryan Reynolds has the best delivery I've ever seen in a funny guy.
Yeah, he was a master in Green Lantern.
Hey, everyone has their flop. He'll admit it. He even, I think, pokes fun at it a little bit.
Yeah,
So okay. But yeah, Ryan Reynolds, like if you see Just Friends or some of his other movies that aren't like the bigger ones, he's great, man. Yeah. Van Wilder. Need I say more?
Oh, I forgot about that one. Yeah. Okay, my number 1. Top funny man of all time in my mind, Robin Williams. I mean,
honorable mention. I didn't even think of him.
You know, he's just
he's the master. He's the master. He may not be my favorite, but he's the master.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, he went into a lot of other kinds of films, drama, like Good Will Hunting, and
but he still had quirky humor in everything that he could bring. Even if it wasn't
like the fart joke with his wife.
My wife used to fart in her sleep. It woke up the dog.
I'm trying to think of his big. Even it's funny that I have him as number 1. I can't remember.
Miss Doubtfire was huge.
Oh, yeah.
You have Dead Poet Society. You remember Patch Adams?
Yeah.
Oh, that movie was just awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. I love Bicentennial Man. He was awesome in that. I mean, you trying to think of his biggest movie?
Yeah. Might be the one you just mentioned.
It's not Miss Doubtfire?
Yeah, probably.
There's also Good Morning Vietnam.
Oh, yeah. Didn't he get an Oscar nomination?
I think he did, because it was just so awesome. Yeah, no, Robin Williams will always be... A lot of these people on this list are dead, but rest in peace to Robin Williams. He was the master.
Yeah.
My number 1 is the guy that made me laugh at such real... His humor to me was the most realistic humor that it's almost like I feel like I've experienced it, and that will forever be Chris Farley. I love Chris Farley. He is my favorite funny man ever. I mean, just with the tiniest things from, you know, him he ripped the door off David Spade's car and he sets it on there nice and neat, and as soon as he opens it up, it falls off. And he's like, "What'd you do?" You know, and then in Billy Madison, when he's like, you know, he goes, "The Spanish Armada, 1846," and he's like, "Yeah, he is correct." And he starts taking off his shirt. Farley to me, and Mandy gets so sick of watching YouTube videos on Farley, but I always bring him up and watch Matt Foley, Van Down by the River. So, yeah, I even have Chris Farley shirts hanging in my closet. I'm a Farley freak, man.
Yeah, he's pretty fun. All right, so let's move on to TV.
And by the way, that was probably the hardest celebrity death I ever was Chris Farley. Yep, that one got me the most.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
Yeah, TV, buddy. You want me to kick this one off?
Yeah. Go ahead. Number 5.
My number 5 is Al Bundy. Did you ever watch Married with Children? Ed O'Neill played this so well when he's dealing with the very heavy-set people in the shoe store. And she's like, "Excuse me, am I invisible?" And he's like, "Well, possibly from Pluto."
Yeah, he had a lot of one-liners.
Remember those? And then one more. The heavy-set mom with the heavy-set daughter sitting next to her on the couch at the shoe store. "Mom, I want a balloon." And he looks at her and goes, "You already have one."
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
So Al Bundy is my number 5.
Yeah, my number 5 is the guy that you always compare me to.
The guy that's my number 1 on the list.
Oh, he's your number 1?
Look.
Oh.
Hang on.
Yeah, it's John Ritter,
Oh my god.
Jack Tripper. Um,
I don't need to go over my number one because you just did. And we'll cover my number one with your number 5 right here.
yeah, anybody who Three's Company,
Oh my god.
you know, he was in the
8 Simple Rules.
Yeah.
He did some movies too. He was in Sling Blade. He was in a movie with James Belushi, Real Men. He did quite a bit of movies too, though. You know. But he was my first real laughing experience at what it meant to be a klutz, and then I met Rick. And I'm not kidding. And so it's nice to have someone remind me of Jack Tripper.
It's just a good thing I wasn't on blood thinners way back then.
Oh my God! Sorry, man, my throat keeps clearing out. But yeah, John Ritter as Jack Tripper. Jack Tripper. Since you covered it, I don't need to do my number one. He is my favorite television funny guy of all time. He had me in tears. I rest in peace, John Ritter. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. I know we're probably gonna miss a lot of TV funny guys.
Oh sure,
That's all
sure. My number 4 was a character named Alex P. Keaton, played by Michael J. Fox in Family Ties. He was such an arrogant prick, and he was hilarious.
So you like those arrogant guys?
Yeah, just because they're funny, you know. I hate narcissists. Don't get me wrong, but I love funny narcissists on television shows because it always bites them in the ass somehow. You know what I mean?
Right.
The way they set it up is always brilliant. And to me, Alex P. Keaton from Family Ties, he's my number 4.
All right. My number 4 was my number 1 on movies. Robin Williams. Mork and
Mindy, even Happy Days a little bit.
Oh, Happy Days for sure.
Well, because that spawned Mork and Mindy, didn't it?
Yeah.
He was, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Robin Williams, a comedic genius, man.
Yes.
My number 3, you know him as Sheldon Cooper, played by Jim Parsons on The Big Bang Theory. Bro, I love that guy. Penny, I'm thick. We constantly imitate him all the time. He's got me. Sheldon Cooper, even though he's not my favorite character on the show, he's the best character on the show. I mean, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my number 3.
And he's my number 1.
Is he? Well, then discuss why.
I just love Big Bang Theory, and he's not very realistic. I like the Sheldon Cooper on the original. I don't really like the little kid.
Right.
The young Sheldon.
I liked it because I thought the kid did a pretty good job playing that young on the spectrum style.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think of, you know, these are obviously shows I've watched, and how much laughter I get out of them.
Yeah, that's what we base it on. If we're naming the people that made us laugh the hardest, I think that's what we're basing it on.
And then in television, I mean,
yeah,
I'm not really. I mean, we could say Archie Bunker, but
yeah. Well, he was funny for his time.
He was kind of funny in
a very not accepted way today, but I don't care about that because it was accepted. That was the vernacular back then. So to us, if we grew up back then, it was accepted to us at the time. So it's allowed to be brought up.
And you know, I think that why I think he's number 1 is a lot of the things he does I can relate to. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, my brain thinks that way too sometimes, because sometimes we get so analytical.
Yeah.
We forget this. I was always accused.
It's borderline obsession.
I was always accused when I was a kid. Where's your common sense? It's like, I don't know. My brain just kicks it out of the way, I guess.
Like we were watching something about this guy who was gunned down. It was a true crime thing, and he was an astrophysicist. And I'm like, oh, Sheldon would not like this guy.
Yeah.
And then he's like, failure. And then they're watching one of his speeches like weeks before he was murdered. And he's talking about failure. And I'm like, oh, failure? I don't know that word.
Right. And it's like, so you mentioned some of the things that Al Bundy says. Well, Sheldon will say similar stuff, but he won't realize
he's being insulted.
Yeah,
he thinks it's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No,
he doesn't get it.
That's the beauty of the character.
Yeah.
No, I love Sheldon Cooper. And so that's why if we say it, like I said, I don't need to go over my number 1. It's John Ritter, Jack Tripper, and you went over your number 1. So my number 2 though is going to. Or did you do your number 3?
No. Oh, my number 3 is Neil Patrick Harris.
Okay.
And,
Okay. How I Met Your Mother.
How I Met Your Mother.
I heard he's such a pile in that show.
Oh, he is.
Mandy watched that show.
Oh, he's just. I mean,
I heard he is a piece.
he's a piece of work. But he gets all the girls.
I know. That's what's funny. He's such a womanizer.
Oh.
I've watched some of that with Mandy as she was
But
like cooking or something.
he's a smart ass. The things he says to people, but you're just like, but he makes you laugh.
Right. Yeah, no, he made me laugh when Mandy would watch that show.
And I've always liked Neil Patrick Harris.
Mhm.
He's a good actor.
Yeah,
Doogie
Doogie Howser.
Howser,
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. No, I love Neil Patrick Harris. But my number 2 is Chandler Bing, played by Matthew Perry.
Mine too.
Is your number 2? So we matched one, yep. Buddy, rest in peace, Matthew Perry, too. His comebacks on that, I mean, he was the biggest smartass on that show. I mean, you had no, I mean, he was a prick about everything, and there's nothing you could do about it, you know?
Yeah. And so some of the big things we're talking about the actor.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay? A lot of the things he said in that show were not scripted.
Oh, I know. I know.
He just said them and they were scripted, like the one where when the Q-tip hits resistance.
I know.
Stop.
You have to stop when there's resistance. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And like his one-liners though, like his comebacks or stuff he'd say to people, they were just, I mean, it's hard because it is like, it's how you think, but you don't say it because you don't want to offend someone. He says it.
And his reactions, like this whole where they're fighting for the chair and when Joey ends up coming out wearing all his clothes.
He goes, how is that the opposite? Oh my God.
He's such a whiny baby sometimes.
Oh, he is. Oh yeah. But like when he says, he goes, Hornswoggle. What are you, dating a character from Fraggle Rock? So yes. Yeah, me and my sister Lisa have quoted Chandler Bing I don't know how many times, and now Bean watches it. And I think everybody loves Chandler. I mean, that legitimately, he was... My favorite character in that show was David Schwimmer. I loved Ross because he was such a pansy and a whiner. But no one could touch Matthew Perry's character. Chandler Bing will be the face of Friends, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's who they should have done a separate. Instead of doing Joey, they should have done a Chandler.
But I think he was just done. You know, sometimes those people are just done with it, but I think Joey was... Yeah, but you're right. I think if it was just called Chandler, I mean... But again, you know, you'd have to have Monica in the show, too, because they were married and they'd have to have the kids and stuff. So Joey was a safer route to try to keep going because there was no one tied to him.
Yeah.
You know, Phoebe was married to Mike. So, yeah.
I would have watched Rachel, but that would have been for different reasons.
You just want to make sure it's cold on the set, right?
Yeah, sure.
Well, I mean, yeah. Come on. I mean,
Okay.
Rachel always gets a pass.
Yeah.
Well, buddy,
I was on a break.
we were on a break.
One of the funniest.
And Chandler goes, "Oh my God! If I hear that again, I'm breaking."
You
up
mentioned
with you."
David Schwimmer. One of the funniest things I ever saw was they have clips of it on YouTube where David Schwimmer and the little they run up the stairs and Jennifer Aniston comes out and they throw the dummy down. That was not scripted.
Yeah, and I guess it freaked her. You could tell though by the way she freaks out because she starts moving around, and so she was so freaked out. Yeah, that was well done. That is a great show. To me, maybe we'll do best sitcoms sometime. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We could do that. That'd be a good one.
It'd be obvious who we would pick.
Well, yeah, the number one just easily got, but then, well, the first and then
two
Big Bang, and yeah, it's yeah. I think we're thinking along the same lines. I think we share a brain.
Part of one, at least.
Yeah.
The other part I don't have. You have the full thing.
Oh no, I just let it. It's not always dormant.
Yeah.
But if we've missed any of these funny movie actors and television actors, or who are your favorites, let us know in the comments section. We'd like to hear from you. We will answer you.
And please subscribe.
Yep, it's on the bottom there. And yeah, and brother, on that note, I'm outro.
Me too.